story. I'm gonna tell you about my town. I'm gonna tell you a big fat story, baby. I'll tell about my town.
Alright, back again. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be all over the place today. So I'm just going to jump right in. I'm going to start with the Celtics. The last time we were here, I said the Celtics really needed to blow a team out to get their fire back in their play, to let the league know that they are still the defending champs. I said go out and blow your next opponent out by 35 points. They went out and blew their next opponent out by 32 points. So it's close. Maybe next time I'll try to be a little closer, a little more accurate for you. Over the last 3 games, they've won all 3 games. They've won by an average of 23 points. It looks like they're finally getting their swagger back. They're going on a roll. They could put some. They could catch Cleveland. They could put some distance between them and the rest of the division with this little run. So I'm pretty excited about them. Speaking of the Celtics, ESPN actually has a poll up right now on their website. 57,000 people have voted. The question: who's going to win the NBA Finals this year? And the results so far are: let's see, Magic 7%, Cavaliers 21%, Celtics 24%, LA Lakers 33%. Now, a lot of things in life are very cyclical. Fashion, music, the economy, all of them are very cyclical. They come, they go, they come, they go. Now, I think the Celtics and Lakers are going to be the same thing. The Celtics-Lakers rivalry of the 80s is going to come right back into the 2000s. So get ready. We're going to have a lot of fun NBA Finals coming up. Speaking of finals, do you guys know the final Super Bowl or the final football game is coming up in a week and a half? It's called the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. It's going to be the Steelers and the Cardinals in your Super Bowl. The Steelers and the Cardinals. I'm not a network guy, but I'm betting Fox does not like this matchup. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's go right to the Red Sox. They're making news this week. They've traded 2 right-handed pitchers, both named David Arzma, David Pauley. Now, David Pauley, I'm not too upset about. He was valuable down in Pawtucket. He came up and made a spot start in some tight situations, and was pretty good at it as long as he didn't have to go more than 2-3 innings. David Arzma, I'm a little more upset about. I thought he had some big upside. I remember seeing him for the first time I saw him pitch last year. I remember being, excited about him. I just don't think he developed the way that the Sox were hoping he did or would throughout the course of the year. They did get a left-handed pitcher from Seattle. I'm not too familiar with this guy. I don't know what his deal is. The numbers that I saw weren't overly impressive. Pretty comparable to Arzma. So, hey, it could end up being a good deal. It could not. But either way, I'm not jumping off the bridge over either one of these deals. So I'm not too worried about it. In other Sox news, they signed Jonathan Papelbon today for 1 year, $6.25 million. They've been trying to lock him up a little long term. He refuses to. He says he made the decision or the compromise to move to a closer, so he's going to test free agency because closers get less money than starting pitchers. So he's going to keep doing 1-year arbitrations until he gets to free agency. Then he's going to test the water and see what he can get. And to be honest with you, he will probably end up in pinstripes either as a Yankee or a Met. Just an opinion. Speaking of free agents, I saw a list today of all the free agents that are still out there and are still available. And I got to tell you, there are some names out there that, A, I didn't know were free agents, and B, I wouldn't think would still be free agents at this point. Well, let's look at the list. Bobby Abreu, Orlando Cabrera, Alex Cora, Nomar Garciaparra, Tom Glavine, Pedro Martinez, Kevin Millar, Andy Pettitte, Frank Thomas, Mike Timlin, Jason Varitek, and our good friend Manny Ramirez. Now, you may have noticed that some of these people that I just listed were catchers, pitchers. Well, guess what? Pitchers and catchers report spring training 22 days and 13 hours. So you can bet the next 3 weeks with free agent signings are going to be wild, fast, and furious. Come back to me, find out what the Sox are doing, and find out what I think of the deals. See you next time on The Grill.